Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's Monday, start of a new week, and I've got to say, guys, I'm very disappointed. Shocked even. 2 days ago I said, folks, could a couple of you subscribe to my new channel? It might help a little bit, blah blah blah, with some shorts and stuff. Guys, in 2 days more than 800 of you decided to subscribe, which is utterly mind-bogglingly ridiculous in the best possible way. Yeah, I was shocked, people, when I checked it last night. Wow, thank you very much, everyone. Very impressive. Almost as impressive as this old building that's been here for a little bit longer than I have, actually, fun enough. That's Westminster Abbey, guys. Why am I strutting across the middle of a piece of grass? Well, because curiously enough, it is open, but I'm the only one that's on it. I've never seen Parliament Square with not a single soul. So I thought, you know what, I've got to just test the grass. It's actually just me. Look, the only person on this massive piece of grass, which is super curious. I haven't jumped any barriers. There are no stay off the grass signs. This is not Oxford, people. This is London. And I'm happy to be back, actually. Much it's nice to get out into the English countryside and to another city. London is London. What can we say about that, everyone? Now, the crowds over at Westminster Abbey, just to get in and have a look around, are pretty extensive. And the reason I'm surprised about that is not because it's particularly unusual, but it is particularly unusual at 20 to 11 on a Monday morning. Yeah, we're out super nice and early today, guys, for two reasons. One, it's going to be sticky and humid. It already is. And the reason for that is it's going to rain this afternoon, well, lunchtime. So I thought, you know what, beat the rain, get out, show the people what they want to see. A glorious looking London. And that is the entirety of Parliament Square with still not a single person on it. I've never seen that, honestly, never. I'm wondering if people are thinking it's so perfect they're not allowed to stand on it. You are. It's open again. They reseeded it, etc. And it's looking magnificent. So tourist season proper, folks, I kind of think is imminent, is it not? Hoops everywhere, lovely flowers, look at this. It really is utterly magnificent. Hopefully, it'll be a reasonably quiet, chilled, normal Monday changeover. Nothing major, no protest, blah, 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 blah. I mean, famous last words, folks? They've also finished restoring, repairing, cleaning the statues. Millicent, Garrett, Fawcett, of course, the famous or infamous, I guess it depends which way you look at it, suffragette, completely back to her pristine self. And that's not the only one, they did all of them, folks. They actually did them all, yeah. Palmerston, looking lovely yet again. There he is, in the sunshine. He's asking the tourists, hey, can you spare a sovereign? Plus they've opened this for the first time in weeks. Look, you can now stroll from the Supreme Court across Parliament Square, past Ian Christian Smuts, or Smuts, whatever you pronounce it. Lloyd George, we know, in the middle here. Look at that. Completely, perfectly restored. I mean, let's hope he can stay like that. The last one needs no introduction, folks. We can tell by his cane and posture who that is. Mr. Churchill, looking over the Elizabeth Tower. So well. I mean, the groundsman and other staff have done a magnificent job, have they not, people, of making this area absolutely pristine before London gets crazy busy, which realistically is imminent. I mean, it's either going to be the next 1 or 2 weeks or the second week of June. Okay, let's get ourselves across. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to risk it yet because I think, hold on a minute. Yeah, they are about to move. It's very difficult to tell at this exact junction who's going to move next. Bing bong. There is the famous phone box, folks. Now, we know real tourist season's begun when one single thing, a teeny weeny thing in the grand scheme of things, but still pretty relevant. What is that, you might be wondering? Well, it's not the return of the gatesman and tripsman, more on that in a minute. It's the return of this. Boss, how long is it going to be before it reopens, do you know? Do you know how long it'll be before it reopens?
I have no idea.
I thought you were like security here.
No.
Oh, you're just standing there? I thought you were the security guard for the toilets. Okay, cheers. Okay, yes, guys, when the way that he kind of walked over when I was standing there and stood in front, and I'm thinking he's got to be the security. Yes, when the famous, now utterly infamous Westminster Station toilets reopen for normal usage, that'll be the point at which we can say tourist season has begun. Now, the jolly opening, folks, is going to be tempered somewhat by the next bit of news. Now, having a chat with King's Troop, not officially, it's never official. I hate to tell you guys, but it's almost so. Actually, you know what? It's not almost certain. I was told it's not going to happen. So let's say that at this point, there will not be a foot relief mounted by the King's Troop. Yeah, they've been told there will not be a foot relief, that they're mounting only 2 sentries. This is not good. Why is it not good? Well, not only would it be quite lovely. Oh, Italian guy talking to himself on his bike. It would be quite lovely to see some of the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery in the archway. Plural. In the archways. But there's not going to be there, guys. Oh, wait, somebody knocked into the post, look. Oops. How is that even possible? But it was the police. Yeah, so they're not going to be mounting foot relief. Now, that in itself is unfortunate, but it's much more unfortunate if you look at it with a kind of, bit of a bigger picture, in the sense that I was kind of hoping and thinking, look, they might well do it because they have got the bodies, and more importantly, it would be kind of a little bit odd because those horses are much smaller, no less grand, but they're very, very mini horses compared to the HCAV horses. But yes, all we're going to have, I say all, not in any disparaging way, but comparatively all we're going to have, folks, are the 2 mounted sentries. Very unfortunate, because it kind of says, without officially saying it, that there's not, at the moment at least, any likelihood of a return to normal foot relief. Again, I'm not saying it's not going to return, I'm not saying that's done, I'm not saying that they've abolished it, because they certainly haven't. But the indicators are leaning more toward the fact that there's a good chance they will not, for the moment at least, possibly even this year, I don't know, maybe ever, reinstate the foot relief. This is Downing Street, guys. Yeah, it's annoying, though. Very. Also, folks, massively appreciated the kind feedback on my coverage of Cavalry Sunday yesterday. I actually got there a bit earlier than I should, like a lemon, but I thought, you know what, it's such a nice day. I just sat on the grass, relaxed for an hour, and boom, it began. But the most actually the most amusing bit for me was the cyclist that crashed into the sign. He wasn't injured or whatever, he didn't fall off, but he went smack into it, managed to stay on his bike and rode on. But obviously that could have been like a disaster, because the silly clown wasn't concentrating, obviously trying to film the band, and cycling, didn't realise it's like this sort of central bit hit that and then went smack into the sign. You can see the way the soldier on the left looked at him like, he's stupid or what, we're trying to march here. But the most interesting bit that you actually saw on the camera in the video itself, just as they're starting to march away from the camp, from Hyde Park Barracks, if you look in the background, I think it's in the first minute and a half, you will see one of the greys in the Blues and Royals being led up the ramp to the second floor stables. Okay, Blues are upstairs, lifeguards are downstairs. That grey, you can see him looking over the wall of the barracks at everybody marching and the music. and thinking, hold on a second, I'm supposed to be down there. Yeah, that's my function as a ceremonial trooper horse. You could really see the horse was up for it. He was really up for joining it. Have a look, guys, if you didn't see it the first time. Honestly, very sweet moment to see the enthusiasm of the horse, who definitely wanted to take part. Now, one thing I'm very curious about is why are all of these people sitting on the wall? Is there a special event this morning? Not that I'm aware of. That can't just be random. Wait, what's that? Look. What are they waiting for? People normally do that when there's a parade, a march, or something major ceremonial. There's nothing on the calendar. And I made sure to have a look. So what I'm thinking to myself is that it's either a tour group having a rest, or... Actually, wait, you know what? Something's happened, or something's going to happen. Oh, hold on a second. Of course something's going to happen, for goodness sake. HCAV. Duh. Sorry, guys, I completely forgot. It's a guard change day. God, am I slow or what? Okay, so, Booze and Royals here for the next... Well, not very long, to be quite honest. Actually, they will be here for a little while, because what will happen is the lifeguards will arrive shortly, almost certainly along Whitehall, as they usually do when we've got no access at the back. I don't think they've yet opened it, so I'm thinking possibly end of this week or next week they might go back to normal. But looking at the position of the MOD, one second, being really careful not to walk into the traffic and not to get in trouble. Hiya, morning. Looking at the position of the MOD, they are clearly there waiting for the troopers to arrive. Actually, really firm and strict MOD officers they've got this morning. This is good. That also explains why we've got this kind of tunnel. I'm just thinking actually where I prefer to be. And in all honesty, this is not the best place, folks, for the changeover. The best place for the changeover is going to be in the middle of the road. Yeah. Things I don't know how long it's going to be. It could be 2 minutes, it could be half an hour. Instinctively, I don't think it'll be very long, in all honesty. MOD are already standing at the front. This gives much more of an idea about how it works with the ceremonial aspect here. Plus, none of the tourists are really getting close to the horses, so we're not going to miss anything, trust me on that. So they've got 2 MOD in the yard and 2 at the front. Now, if they're coming the usual way, we should expect the lifeguards to arrive from behind me. The reason I'm a bit surprised about that is that I saw 0 police presence in Parliament Square. If you remember the other day when we came out, and we stumbled, in fact twice, we stumbled on the departure of each individual regiment. Even the corporal of horses. I wonder if they're running a bit late. I mean, strictly they're supposed to arrive here at 11, which is in 5 minutes. Could there be a chance they're coming from the other end? Trafalgar Square, possibly? I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one to see, folks, either way. This is going to be the best spot to capture it, without a doubt. So I am hesitant to leave. Oh, hold on. Here they come. Oh, yes, ladies and gents. They're on the way. I can just spot the glinting from the helmets in the distance. Probably about 3-4 minutes, maybe less, depending on how fast they're riding. I can just spot them. I'm not sure if we can, even if I zoom in. Just behind that number 12 bus, I just saw the helmets glinting. Those Albert helmets. So yeah, this is the money spot, money shot, whatever. Take your pick. We'll film the arrival this side, then we'll head over, wait for a bit while they change over the regiments. The departure obviously takes a bit longer because they still need to get the kit ready, blah 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 blah. Troopers will probably leave about 30 minutes, yeah, give or take 30, between 25 and 35 minutes after these lifeguards arrive. The Blues and Royals should leave. They should exit here, go across and ride this way. We've captured it twice. We've got the Blues doing it and we've got the lifeguards doing it. So I'm hoping this will be the first time we're getting a lifeguard arrival. Yeah, there's the lead police horse, folks, just appearing from behind the bus in the absolute centre of the frame. There we are. Gosh, so we did time it quite well, didn't we? A few minutes later would have been nice, but you can't do everything perfectly. Got a good spot here. We shouldn't have anything at all in the frame. They would have held the traffic back now, so other than that bus, which hopefully will leave in a moment, we should get a very, very clean arrival. Can't see yet if it's a long guard. It's not looking like a long guard. Well, folks. Let's see, you experts, guys, in the chats. Let's see how many of the horses you can identify as they kind of ride into the camera. That's what they're going to be doing. Yep, they're going to be arriving. Morning. Good spot here.
Yeah. I started up around the back, saw it was still blocked, so I knew they'd be coming as well.
I'm thinking probably next Monday it should be back to normal. I certainly hope so.
Next Monday is a rehearsal, mate.
Ah, so probably 2 weeks then, maybe? Okay, folks, they're getting super close. I don't really want to push my luck, actually, and go any further forward than I am now, because I'm pretty sure the police will get a bit fussy, and you know what? Oh, see, look, this lady just tried to cross, and they're shouting at her out the road. Oops. Uh-oh. Wow, everyone's being told now. Look at this. Huh? I mean, I'm not actually on the road. I'm on a traffic island. Curiously. Right, here we go, folks. The horses. Okay, some familiar faces among the lifeguards. A couple that we're obviously delighted to see back. Oh, look at the police horses as well. Hello. Wow. That is quite the sight, is it not? I'm not going to turn the camera until they've gone past, but the troopers are on my left right now. I mean, actually, they've got stuck in the... Wait, no, they're going to go ahead. Actually, you know what? Let's turn that away. We don't need to put the number plate on the video. Anyway, that's the white van is the troopers arriving. So we can now turn that back. They're going to pull into the back of horse guards. It's my chance to get across the road. Well, that was easy peasy, I guess. Well, I mean, kind of. I mean, they make it look easy. They've got 5 police horses all lined up now. Look at this. Straight in the yard for a glorious, perfect, spot-on entry. I mean, wow. That's quite the sight, folks, even in central London Whitehall terms, isn't it? 4 greys. How's about that? Let me try and get myself off the public highway. And they're off back to the stables at Great Scotland Yard. What a lovely start to the morning, eh, guys? If you're coming to London soon, people, always good to be out and about super early to capture these kind of special events. Now, the yard is actually accessible. There's a school group inside, lots of place. I can't wait, are they going to... Hold on. 11... I wonder if actually the other... the Blues can't leave yet because they've still got the 2 sentries in the boxes. So I'm wondering how long it's going to be until the Blues leave. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I'm honestly wondering though why there are so many people in the yard, because I don't think anything else is going to happen. That's it, there are 5 officers here, which is 1 more than usual. Gates are open. I mean, everything's back to normal, so I guess the best thing to do for the moment then is going to be to concentrate on the 2 boxes, if and until they're changed over. It's only going to be a little while, I would have thought. I mean, the crowds for a Monday morning, what the flip? I think they're expecting the King's going to turn up or something. Look at it. I mean, it's typically around 11:30 that the troopers leave. I'm just thinking to myself, why is everybody headed into the yard to watch what? I don't think anything else is happening. I'll ask you a quick question. Is something else happening ceremonial this morning?
No, it's just they haven't fully dismantled.
So everyone's waiting for the Blues to leave?
Yeah, that's all they're doing is an admin change. Just set them out there because they're gone. It's just an admin change.
Because that's a lot of people. They're waiting for kind of nothing, I guess.
Yep, waiting for nothing.
In the sunshine.
They've all been told.
Okay, so apparently they've all been told. Officers, they've all been told nothing's happening and they can leave, but they're all standing in the yard. I mean, what can I say, folks? Curious, no? Very curious that there are that many people there wondering what's going to happen. Who've already been told nothing's going to happen, and yet they're still standing there.
Are they still doing the change?
Okay, Zammers I've got, folks, in this box. And some very Very enthusiastic. Oh my god, look at the gate. This is a queue to get into a yard to watch nothing, everyone. It's interesting that the police actually made a point of telling everyone that there's nothing happening. Okay, we've got a reasonably good spot. We can see through the box. Yard is completely chocker, as you can see, like ridiculous amount of people there. They're all waiting inside there for nothing. Nothing's happening, nothing's going to happen. They're all standing there for nothing inside.
Yeah. Agree.
Which is odd. I mean, well, it's not happening yet.
I think they're going to exchange.
This regiment, the Blues, will be leaving, but that's normally in about, I mean, if it's normal timing, 20, 30 minutes from now. That's a hell of a long wait now for...
No, they said 11 o'clock. It's now 11, the horses came through.
Yeah, they've got to dismount, they get ready, and then these guys have got to join their colleagues and leave. So, I mean, let's hope it's going to be soon. And the yard, folks, is going to end up getting shut. It's completely full already, and more people are flooding in. Like, what on earth? Okay, anyway, that's Zambezi, the lady troop at this end. I tell you, I can see she's already suffering. She's very red faced, just like me, actually. That's what happens to those of us that are super pale, folks, and a bit patchy. It's the humidity. That's the killer this morning. It's not a hot morning, but it's ridiculously humid. I'm thinking probably 95% humidity. I can feel it. It's like really kind of oppressively sticky today. We'll have a wander into the yard in a minute, just because the sheer number of people is mind-boggling. I wonder which horse we've got here, actually. It looks a little bit like Q10, or is it Opera? Can't see, in fact. Right, let's have a quick wander. It's okay. Like, what the flip in hell? I mean, look, minions in the corner. There's a soldier in the tunnel, and no idea what's going on there. Maybe some VIPs. And the yard, all the way round, including the back of the box, and the wall, and through the front gate, is full. Like what? Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to go over to that corner, but we're not going to be able to film a real super interesting Blues right into the camera departure shot over there. So we'll stay at the front, and the second we know the Blues are going to leave, we'll jump back on the traffic island and film them coming into the camera. Let's see if we can briefly ID this horse. Q10 and Opera, folks. I mean, it's ridiculous to say they could be twins, but as I think a lot of you have already agreed, they could well be from the same bloodline. So, no, it's not. No, it's not Q10. 1 second. You can tell it's super hot. The minion group have literally just collapsed on the ground in the yard. It's okay. 1 second. Let's see if I can have a quick peek at the hoof. Interesting to know which one it is. Well, you know what? It's impossible. I can't even swipe properly. I've got sticky fingers. Whirlwind actually is my instinctive guess, but correct me, folks, please, in the comments. Yeah, I'm thinking Whirlwind. Either way, this is going to be the first horse of the day picture today. Especially as she, if it is Whirlwind, oh great, now she decides to do a massive poo. Nice, leaving that there for the next horse. Lifeguard horse is going to be like, I didn't sign up for this on a Monday morning. I mean, they should probably get somebody down from Westminster Abbey to bless it. That way it will be completely fine when the lifeguard horse arrives and says, holy shit. Oh, goodness me. Right. What a morning. This is the busiest yard of the year by far, folks. I still can't understand. Maybe the police have said that the corner's closed, the small temperature gauge corner, because it makes no sense how everybody's squashed 10 deep and this corner's empty. Very curious. think it's more interesting to focus on this end because we can stand close to the front, horses are directly at the camera. I already took your picture of horses, no point in giving me those eyes. And at the other end, I think we're much less likely to see people being told to vacate the box if they make a mistake. That would be my guess, anyway. I think this bro thinks I'm here to give him an audition for a TV show. I'm actually not. Okay, just stroll through the box, bro. I mean, he gets a pass because he's got a Union flag t-shirt. It's odd because it feels like it's school holidays. There are flipping tons of kids here with like pushchairs and prams and blah 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 blah. But there aren't any school holidays yet. This is a good example, folks, of how much the foot relief are missed. Because right now there's a massive group of, I don't know how to describe them, possible troublemakers, how about that, in the yard on the gatesman side, but there's no gatesman. So there's no one for them to point at and make fun of. But I think we'll sort of go back and forwards between these two boxes whilst we wait for the blues. Maybe we'll even get super lucky and have a tourist or two coming forward for a picture. So that explains why we've got people sitting on the wall. I bet they're guests at Raffles and the hotel have said to them, look, if you go down and sit on the wall, you will get to see the guard change. It'll be interesting actually on this side to see whether or not all of this lot are moved out of the way, because this is where, well not quite, but I mean the middle, the centre, this is where the new horses will appear from and take their spots in the box. So there is that to consider. Zambezi's super chill, just like the trooper. And this photographer. I wonder if I should tell him he needs to tuck his shirt in, actually. You can see his hairy belly. This is why I actually wear 2 layers, guys. I always wear like an underlayer shirt, like a wicking layer, which gets tucked into, well, whatever. And then, the external. Because then when you're sort of lifting yourself up or contorting around, your body doesn't accidentally expose itself. Oh, bro's moving out. Look. I was really hoping he was going to go into the yard and be like, oh, I've got the boxes for the blues. Okay, so this is the point at which the police tell everybody to get themselves behind the bollards. Interesting, no? Speaking of which, folks, I found a free bollard. This is a good spot because I can very quickly run across the road, hoping not to die in the process and capture that departure. A lot in terms of what we'll get in the first hour with the lifeguards is going to depend on which troopers are put in the boxes. However, and it pains me to say this, guys, overall the lifeguards have probably been a little teeny weeny bit more on it than the blues in the past week. In contrast to the previous week when the blues smashed it. Officer is still telling them in the corner here to continue moving back. I mean, there's a lot of space, but the trouble is in this corner you can't see anything. It's like being in jail. So people are reluctant to move back. Okay, the second we hear some clippy clop noises near the stables, I'll run away. I'm saying this is ridiculous. Well, hello, I mean you're part of the problem, as am I. It's 11:10. So I mean, if they do come out shortly, that's going to be a pretty damn quick changeover. I mean, obviously the first thing they're going to do is change the sentries over, so the regimental handover will be complete. When that's done by Zammers, he's like, you want to take my picture or what? I'm about to head off. Once that's complete, and the lifeguards are in the box, these 2 blues can join their colleagues and finish getting ready for the departure. So I think there's still a good chance that we've got to wait yet for the blues to leave. Well, the tourists, all of them, actually, at least at this end and the other end, are being very careful and mindful and actively looking down at the box. Good thing to see, actually. Very good thing to see. Could it be a peaceful week, or do we think it's going to be chaos? I'm not sure. She's not sure either. She's like, are you going to look at me or what? The horse that is. I do like the fact that the tourists in the yard are patient enough to wait all this time to see, well, I mean, two horses exit the stables, enter the boxes. That fundamentally is all they're going to see. Okay, I say all. If you haven't seen it before, it's a big deal. Plus, they'll get the dismount, I guess. But I think some people are heartily and happily waiting for the actual regimental changeover, which, as the officer said, they've been told is not happening for a while yet. They've got a real kind of crack team, 2003 team of MOD officers. In fact, I recognise all of them. So I guess they were on reassignment or relaxing for a little while. But it's really good that they've brought back the kind of absolute hammer to the nail officers to deal with these numbers that we're going to see in the next, well, 3, possibly 4 months. I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit actually moving back in London, because surprisingly enough, folks, you wouldn't have seen it from the Radcliffe Cam reel that I posted, but Oxford was absolutely flipping rammed yesterday. It was horribly busy. To get back to London and think, oh, it's nice and quiet here at 11 last night was a pleasure. Come on. Where were the two lifeguards hiding, folks? Surprised that we haven't seen the tourists go forward and put in an official complaint yet about having had to wait an unacceptably long time for the changeover. I'm not sure if they've decided that's it and no one's allowed in or out of the yard at this point. I still can't decide whether I should be at the other end, but I think probably not. Instantly, that unique piece of footage that I popped on Instagram reel the other day of the lady walking through the box behind the lifeguard. The reason that lifeguard didn't react is that it's a funny thing actually. He's not in the regiment anymore, but I did speak to him a few times before, not about that incident, but about different bits and bobs. Yeah, he's now left the army, so it's okay to say. He also was completely like, wait, what? It's one of those moments where you just think people can't actually be that dumb. And so you're kind of, I wouldn't quite say stunned, but, you know, taken aback somewhat by something so unexpected. And I'm 90% certain we got another one of those, but I couldn't find it. I was looking for it on Saturday and I couldn't find it. I did find two, let's move again actually. I did find two people exiting. The lady was the first one that obviously I already posted. There is another one, sorry, I didn't find the other one. I know there were two, because I made a note of them, but I couldn't find the second one. So if anyone remembers the title of the video, or has got any idea when the other one took place, I'd be very grateful, folks, if you let me know. Because there were two, I remember them very cleanly and clearly. One was a chap, the other was the lady. The lady in black is the one that I posted yesterday, but the gent walking behind the horse, through the other box, incidentally. The incident I already posted was in this box. But yeah, the gent exiting the other box. No idea when that was, whether it was during a live or somewhere I captured elsewhere. Honestly, don't remember. The crowd is completely ridiculous this morning, no? Whoa, 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 whoa. In fact, the actual official road crossing is directly behind me. So what I'll do is hang on here for a minute in this exact spot, simply because if people do decide to go forward, it's much more likely there's going to be a negative response at this end. Plus, we should get to see the horses coming out for their quick check there, and then possibly, depending on where they stand, the Blues dismount through the box here when the lifeguard horses are in the boxes. Okay, I'm hearing some verbal commands. Right, here we go. In fact, I moved at exactly the right time. So goodbye Ms. Whirlwind, if that is indeed the right horse. Yep. Okay, people are heading over to the railings now. Look, authentic 19th century jail in experience, that is. I should actually have someone out here offering to handcuff people for, say, £10, so it feels more authentic. Golly. Yeah, the horse is ready for some water, folks, as I think is the trooper, bless her. Okay, here come the lifeguards. You know what, we'll actually go back to the other box. Oh, hold on a second, it might be a new horse, folks, in the other box. 1 minute. I don't instinctively recognise the blaze in the other box. Very interesting. Could be a trick of the light, I'll have a look in a minute. Okay, this troop was really good actually when he was on the other day as well. So, brilliant pairing for the first hour is all I can say. I don't recognise this horse that's just entered the box at this end. Actually, they're not going to dismount, straight into the stables. I'm surprised, in fact. Yeah, straight in. Why? There's not really much point in dismounting because they need to remount before they leave. Okay, so back to the other round. 1 second. I'm very keen to see which horse the other one is. Could be a trick of the light in the yard, or it could well be a new horse. I say new, I mean one we haven't identified and or possibly new to the regiment. The horse that was identified as Zurich yesterday was not one I'd ever come across or heard of before. Oh. Wow, this is why it's not a good idea for tourists to get too close to a horse which is not happy. He's off, gonna quit. Luckily the police are out here pretty much instantly. Crazy, eh? I mean like crazy. Let's hope the horse settles down. You know the extraordinary thing, folks, it's the same trooper that was on Opera when Opera had the meltdown. He must be thinking like, what? Luckily this is not the other box with all the mess on the ground because it could be a huge problem then. Horse would slip. Let me quickly see if I can get a hoof number. Or is that kind of, I'm not sure if that's a bit of like cotton or something on the horse's face. It's not part of the blaze, surely. The police are keeping everybody well away from the box. Horsey seems to be right for the moment. Is that actually part of the blaze, guys? Wait, let me zoom in on it. Because I've never seen that kind of streak. See that? Wait, where is it? It honestly looks like it's a piece of cotton or something that's got stuck above the kit. Or is that actually the blaze? That's unique. We definitely have not. If that is actually the blaze, natural markings, then there's no way we've seen this horse before. Let me quickly get a picture to go with the hoof number. I think it is a natural marking, but the thing is, it doesn't look like a natural marking. Hopefully the horse is settled. I mean, this trooper is an amazing rider and control of nervous horses, as we saw with Opera. But he's got to be thinking to himself, like, what the flip? Is it me or...? And the funny thing is, Opera was at the other end. Oh, there we are. First person to get told to get behind the white line. Didn't take long, did it? I've also just noticed that at some point this morning, if you can spot it on the ground, somebody came along and tried to feed one of the horses polos. I guess that was the blues horse that was in the box prior to this horse. Let me have a quick look, guys, and see if I can ID this one. Trouble is, it's very hard to see the phone screen today because it's so bright. Okay, got the hoof number, 1 second. Trouble is now. It's all these students that are not paying attention. Right, the horses. It is one we've seen before, not for a while. I'll drop the full name shortly, folks. There are too many people here that will overhear it. But let's just say that his name begins with W. I do not remember that mark. Are these kids dumb or just not paying attention? I mean, like, what? He actually has to manoeuvre the horse out to convince them that it's dangerous to be in the box. I mean, the trooper's trying to help them to stay clear of danger, and they're just like, duh, in space. Unbelievable, really. When it comes to Monday Meltdown, guys, this is as meltdowny as it gets. If the horse exits into the yard, I'll go around. Corporal of Horse is coming out, try and settle him down. Interestingly, it's a Blues and Royals Corporal of Horse. Oh, horseshoe. Horseshoe just flown off. Officer's picking it up. Wow, never ever seen that before, have we, folks? Yeah, they've decided to remove him. Interestingly enough, guys, I only just noticed the boxes have been repainted. I didn't notice it. That's kind of a shame. Anyway, I'm now in the yard, and the good news is I can tell you which horse it was. I'm 99% certain that it was Wrangler. Blues are actually already mounted, ready to leave. The officer who picked up the horseshoe just handed it to the Corporal of Horse. We've never ever seen a horseshoe fly off right in front of us. Like, what the flipping hell is going on this morning, though? Absolutely mind-boggling. Anyway, as you can see, folks, I wasn't lying. They've repainted the lines. Overnight, they've repainted them. Not a good spot to really see it. 1 second. I'll wait. In fact, the Corporal of Horse is here. Oh, hold on. The 5 police horses are back as well, across the road, getting ready, obviously, for the Blues. What on earth? I think the Corporal of Horse is going to make sure that there are no other little bits and pieces in the box. He's heading to the box to have a little inspection. No other bits were visible, but it's very likely that little, like maybe a nail or something. I can't see anything. Maybe a nail or something. They repainted the boxes over the weekend. Fresh lick of paint on the... No? Corporal Force is saying no, but folks, they've definitely added more paint. You can see it. Yeah, they repainted them. Ah, okay. Sorry, I thought I was talking about the boxes being repainted. Yeah, they repainted the white lines. That's interesting. Wow. Right, we'll worry about the... Sorry, he thought I was talking about the box doors. He just confirmed, yeah, the white lines are repainted this weekend. I mean, when did that happen? Last night, perhaps? Overnight? Look at that. I mean, that is really clear. I mean, that's a very white line. Obviously, we'll stay at this end because there's no horse, but the second they bring another one out, actually, it'll be a Blues horse, won't it? They won't bring another lifeguard horse out. What am I talking about? Sorry, guys. Of course they'll bring a lifeguard horse out. The Blues have finished. Duh. Because I saw the 2 Blues in the tunnel, I'm thinking they're next. But Blues have just finished. Lifeguards have just started. So it will be a new lifeguard horse. Or, I mean, I don't think they've got a farrier who's going to reshoe the horse that just quit. I mean, Wrangler shaking off his shoe was a crazy thing to see, folks. Like, you hear the clanking of it right in front of us on the ground. Mind-boggling. Just when you think there's not a single thing that you could witness, and then, luckily enough, film here, it happens right in front of us. In 2 years, we never saw a horseshoe flying off in the yard or in the box. The other thing is interesting is, folks, equestrians, tell me this. Wrangler is missing a horseshoe. Now, I'm going to assume one of two things. That one, they wouldn't walk him, march him, whatever, back over to Hyde Park minus one horseshoe. I mean, I don't know, but I'm asking. I would assume that either need to bring a farrier over here to reshoe him, or they need to put him in one of the Oakley horse boxes and take him back to Hyde Park to have him reshoed. Which one is it? It's actually really lucky that it was a lifeguard horse that lost the shoe, because if it had been a blues horse, that could have really been a problem this morning, because if they can't ride out the horse with a missing shoe, what would they do with the last lifeguard horse? I wonder. Leaving me here with all of the last blues horse. What would they leave me here with all the lifeguard horses? Flipping off. Oh, my head is exploding with information this morning. So, folks, I'll calm it down a bit. Guys, it's super noisy. It will scare the horse. The phone will scare the horse. The kids playing music right next to it. I mean, that's really smart there. As if that one horse wasn't already a bit kind of like... Okay, so I'm not going to move, obviously, for the moment. Let's see what happens at this end. Goodness gracious. I mean, what was I saying on Saturday? I was saying, oh, the horse is much more chilled. Everything's fine now. There's no meltdowns. Monday morning arrives, massive meltdown. And there is actually a Monday Meltdowns playlist, folks, on the main channel now. So you can watch them all if you want, one after another. And the videos on that list are all pretty epic meltdowns. Now, there's no way anyone can claim ignorance about the box at this point, because, I mean, it's like highly visible, actually, to be quite honest. Bro. There's me, Mr. Invisible again. I mean, his head's almost touching the camera. How does he not know I'm filming? I kind of like that there because we get absolutely natural, unfiltered facial expressions from people that are taking pictures or selfies there. Which is kind of cute, I guess. This horse is a bit like, oh, where's my friend? Where's my mate? Oh god, here we go again. Bro on the left is spotted the camera. He's being very gorgeous. Oh, right. We have either one of two things happening, folks. A departure of the blues, or more likely, the new lifeguard horse. It is the former, sorry. The latter, the new lifeguard horse. Sorry, guys. Getting myself confused for a second. Here we go. Same trooper, new mount. In the box. There we are. He's probably thinking, like, weirdest Monday morning ever. Actually, wait, the police are already telling people to keep the centre area clear, so I think imminently they're waiting for the blues to depart. Corporal of Horses coming back out again. I think the... Oh. Right, behind the line, lead on the left. Yeah, blues imminently about to head off. Corporal of Horse. Oh, what else? What's that? Not another piece of kit, surely. He's found something on the ground and picked it up. Utterly extraordinary, to be honest, folks, and we still haven't even seen the blues leave yet. Alright, let's see if we can all ID this one. Order this one? Oh wait, here they come. Hold on. Time for me to move. Right, here come the blues. Let's get ourselves into position. Oh, just in time, actually, before the police tell me off. Flip, that was good timing, though. Right, here we are.
Wait there.
Oh, he's telling the Uber driver or whatever that he needs to stop. This bro's like, I've got a passenger and they're paying. Goodness me. So impatient taxi drivers, well actually not taxi drivers, that's not fair. Uber drivers. Right, here we go, folks. Second Blues and Royals departure in the sunshine along Whitehall. 8. Yeah, I did count them right. 8 this time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The lead horse is on a go slow. He's like, either I go slow, I'm gonna quit. Wow. Wait, guys, that's the police horse we ID'd yesterday. I recognise the officer. That's Barney, the new one, over on the left. I almost got in trouble yesterday because I said to her when I was talking to her before I started the video, is it okay to touch the horse? And she said, yes, of course it is. He's a new one. That's when I said, what's his name? And she said, Barney. But like an idiot, then I went to pat him on the face, and she said, no, don't pat him on the face, just pat him on the neck. Oops, shows I'm not an equestrian, people. Said he doesn't like to be patted on the face, so silly me. Every day I learn something new. Ask where you can pat the horse, not just if you can pat the horse. I'm almost ready, guys, to go home and lay down. The trooper on the quitting horse. What on earth? Right, let's get back over. Hopefully his current horse will be chill, and let's see if we can ID this one for all of you. So Wrangler was the quitter. Which one is this? I'll slowly kind of edge myself from here over to the other side. But also, guys, now we can see it here from this side. Look at the box. It's absolutely flipping, jumping into the audience, no, off the screen. Amazing thing to see. It's actually as white as the trooper's sash. It really is. In fact, it looks fantastic, doesn't it? To be honest. Hard work, though, to sit there in the sunshine.
Well, it's probably quite warm in that coat.
How long have you guys been here, like, to see this? Like, just a few minutes, or did you see the horse up?
We saw some horses go that way. We just walked out.
Because about 6-7 minutes ago, this soldier came out on another horse. That horse had a bit of a nervous reaction, spun itself around and just quit, basically. So this is take 2 this morning. Yeah, you just missed that bit. Take 2.
Can we see the horse marshal back there? Yeah, go on.
Can't quite see the hoof number yet, folks. 1 second. I'm not going to try and move any closer yet because there are lots of people waiting patiently for pictures.
Neil, go and Mark.
Would you go to Canal Square? Yeah.
Meanwhile, bro just walked straight through. Now, no one at this point, folks, I would say, has got any excuse for missing the box. Am I right? I mean, it flipping jumps off the screen. Right, let's see. I'm now super close, hopefully close enough. New corporal of horses on to be able to get the hoof number. Let's have a quick look.
No, he wasn't. He's just...
It's a flipping mess. There's no chance of that. The toe clip is... no idea, folks. It's a clear, very clear picture, but can't read it. Toe clip has pretty much obscured one of the digits, so I'll leave it to you guys. Quite distinctive, I guess, that sort of mini glaze. But if we've seen Wrangler before, how on earth did I not remember that piece of white running down his face? Wait, hold on. Oh, you made me jump then. That's okay. How are you? I was just going to say that to me sounds like you're from New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah.
Very much.
Does that mean I guess I'm doing something right then in that case? Yeah? You're not just being kind to me because you'll not set me here.
You're the reason why I'm here, because we're bringing you here to see this.
Wait, hold on. So you're, I'm assuming, Mum?
Yes. So
dragged you
me
here to
and
see
my
it.
sister.
Oh, where? 3 of you?
We've come here. She watches you every day.
Okay.
Watches us every day and is a fanatic. So we came all the way from New Zealand to actually.
No guy. Wow. Wait, how long's the flight from New Zealand? What, 18 hours, 20 hours?
It's almost 24 hours, but we did a stop over in San Francisco so we could break the journey up. So
Yeah, we were there for a few days. It was great.
Oh, wait, so you got off and explored the city when you were in the US, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, without offending our US viewers, you can be blatantly honest. How does the US in San Francisco compared to central London? Come on, give it to me.
Oh gosh.
Which is better? If you were sent to one now and not allowed to leave ever, which one? Here.
In England are the same. Very similar. going to America
He
is
was-
a complete culture shock, I think, for a lot of people. So they do things differently.
Plus,
Everything here's familiar.
I don't know about you guys, but I noticed the first time I went to US, everything's so big.
Oh,
Even
like
the people,
meals,
like
the meals.
the meals are massive. People are really like really just tall and
So many fat people.
yeah. It's just so you're walking around like thinking, whoa, I could get used to living here. Yeah, well, a lot of good looking guys. Ah, okay.
But anyway, my pen name is Hagen.
I know it. Yeah, I remember seeing it on the
Yeah.
channel, and then a few letters after it. Yeah,
Digits.
digits. Yeah. Wow. How long have you guys been standing here watching this morning?
We got here at 10. We were running a bit late because we got the wrong buses and stuff. So.
So you saw the meltdown, the horsey meltdown, freak out. Wait, so you got like the authentic, even the best tour guide in London couldn't get you a better, more authentic Monday meltdown.
I thought no one was filming it, but none of us was filming it.
First time I've seen the shoe come right out of there.
Yeah, I mean, lucky enough I was standing right in front, the shoe just flew off the horse. Extraordinary thing to see, no? Especially the noise, the clanking noise that it made. I was speculating, what do you think would happen? A horse that is without one shoe, can it be ridden? Like, what do you think they do with the horse?
There was a lot of sliding. There's a lot of sliding around.
Yeah, a lot of slippy. Oh, and again. The guys as well, I didn't notice until I spoke earlier on and confirmed it, but for whatever reason, somebody told the army that you guys were coming from New Zealand, so they repainted the white lines. Look at that. Yeah, it can't be a coincidence. I mean, come on, what else, or what other reason would they have painted it for? For months they've been worn. You guys are here, now look, brand new. But wow, I mean, not only did you see the...
Expecting it to be so hot.
I'm glad that you're saying that. About lunchtime, it's supposed to rain. It's just sticky, humid this morning, isn't it? Yeah. The humid is really, really heavy now. So a Kiwi summer, how hot does it get in New Zealand? The worst. What are we talking like?
It's a
About 27.
27, yeah? With this kind of humidity as well? Or is this worse?
I think we're more humid, I think, yeah.
Yeah? But yeah, this is for this early in the year. Exactly. Yeah, this is a normal kind of middle of end of June kind of temperature we've got now. Oh my god, not again. Oh. What if he thinks he dropped something? What's next on your itinerary?
We can't go to I just saw that the central line's
You want to go to Holland Park and have a look around, or something specific you want to see?
see something there.
Oh yes, Jimmy. Yeah, the Led Zeppelin guy's house is next to Holland Park. Yes. Also, actually, the park itself, Holland Park, in my opinion, is the best park in London.
That's what I said. That's a
It is, because they've got a Japanese koi garden, the only one in London. So you can sort of like, grab a bit of lunch and just sit there and watch the fish. Yeah, but you can get here, there, very easily from here. All you need to do, if the central is closed, go this way to Westminster. Okay. Jump on the circle to Notting Hill. Yep, circle line on the tube. And then either it's literally, I mean, actually just think about it. If you want to walk to Holland Park, High Street Kensington, it's about 5-6 minute walk from High Street Kensington tube station to Holland Park and the street which Jimmy Page's house is on. It's actually closer to High Street Kensington as a walk than to Holland Park tube station. Plus Holland Park is central line, deep line. Circle is above ground, air conditioned. So a much more pleasant journey. This way, Westminster Station, no changes. No changes. Circle line, Westminster to High Street Kensington. Yeah, it's not only that. High Street Kensington's got a lot of shops, a lot of places to buy food.
last year, obviously 2 years ago, we stayed there. Then my husband used to live there, so that's where he used to live. So when we were based, we were based there. So I kind of once we get there, I'll recognise it.
I'm a bit biased because that's the area that I live in, and I think personally it's the nicest part of central London. It's got kind of everything, and it's really safe and clean and so on.
We're in what? Very central.
So like proper. Every single thing you ever need is right on the doorstep. Yeah. But when you've been out and about at night, have you noticed the serious homeless problem in?
We
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a good way to describe it, yeah. Oh, goodness me.
But I think I'll come right now. I'm
Finally feeling, I mean,
Sir, excuse
like
me.
we're in London Zoo now.
wow, guys, we've got another Frenchie who thinks he owns the box. Wow, amazing. Congratulations, monsieur. Oh, actually, wait, hold on a second. Now let's... Okay, interesting exchange between two toys. If anyone can translate it, folks. The guy on the right is French Moroccan. Wow. Oh, hey, sorry guys. Let me. Oh, someone else being charged by the horse. It's looking like your trip, isn't it? How'd it come out? All right. Yeah. Well, if you want to send me that on Instagram, I'll happily post it on the account with both of us together, if that's okay with you. As a, like a souvenir.
On the back as well when you didn't know.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on. So we're going to go that way, okay?
Guys, all the way from New Zealand, and I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to me. Honestly. No, but come on, it's really kind of you. Have a safe trip and enjoy the rest of it. It's really nice to meet you.
We'll definitely be back next couple of days.
Yeah?
We're here
Okay.
for like 10 days.
Well, come and say hi again next time. See you guys. Wow, folks. Monsieur, excusez-moi, parlez-vous anglais?
Français.
Ah, français, non anglais.
Un peu.
Ah, no, I was just interested in people arguing about like who was there first in the box, because I think you were there first, weren't you? And then the lady kind of got a bit.
That's the way people are these days.
It's becoming a little bit more impatient with everybody here, to be honest.
Well, it's just the same everywhere, I think.
Yeah, it's a London, central London when it's humid and hot like this morning kind of problem.
Well, I mean, we live in France, but it's about the same.
Yeah. Which part of France are you guys from?
Near Versailles.
Oh wow.
Paris.
Okay, near Paris. Yeah. French Moroccan, I'm guessing. French Moroccan.
No, French Algerian.
Ah, I was close.
C'est the Mahrez.
Ah, okay. That explains it.
Excuse me.
Oui. Okay, so I misjudged everybody. It was a misunderstanding.
C'est que la petite, elle savait que c'était à moi. Je pensais que voilà, elle était impossible.
It's okay.
Je disparaît pas.
Okay, thank you.
Ils disent, il m'a dit l'emploi de mon chemin. Tu le dis?
Do you like translating for the whole? Do you speak English and French?
Yes, I
You
do.
can only speak French.
Ah, but
Éloigne-toi,
the lady wanted him to.
C'est pas ton chemin,
Get
c'est
away
pour
from
tout le monde.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of fair, I
Tu
guess.
sais, elle parle égyptien, arabe, j'ai parlé avec elle un peu.
Oh wait, so the lady was Egyptian.
Non, les filles là,
Oui, yes,
c'est égyptien.
Ah, because I noticed that. That's why I thought Moroccan, because I noticed you guys were speaking Arabic.
Éloigne-toi, on dirait que le cheval il appartient à elle.
no, I think she was talking as if the horse was hers.
Oh, like that. Okay, I understand. Je comprends.
C'est vrai ou non?
Yeah, it's funny. What can I say?
It's just like that.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Merci.
Shukran, Sidi.
C'est des Marocains, nous on dit pas c'est des.
Oh, is it not?
C'est des Marocains.
So it's pure only from Moroccan. You say Asidi. How would you say the same thing in?
C'est Allah.
Exactly. Like Shukran Asidi. No.
On dit shukran, merci beaucoup. On dit pas c'est des. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Ah,
Merci
alhamdulillah.
Dieu. Shukran.
Okay. Well, I mean, merci beaucoup, I guess,
Oui,
as well, yeah.
Sidi.
Okay, understood. Shukran and merci beaucoup. Hey, pleasure. Have a good day, guys, yeah? Bye. Oh, wow. It's really funny, actually. He took it well. Au revoir, monsieur. He took it well, folks, because typically Algerians get really angry when you mistake them for Moroccans, and Moroccans get even more angry when you mistake them for Algerians. So he was a gent. I kind of misjudged it. Fundamentally, it seemed that the lady that turned up after he was already standing there, kind of thought, it was, as he said, her horse. I mean, I couldn't understand what they were talking about, but hopefully one of you can translate the French. Right, let's have a quick look at the other end, guys, before I finish up. What a flipping Monday to remember. Oh my goodness me. Ooh. Look, hold on, wait. He's going to get a good picture right under the clock tower. So, yeah, I misjudged. Nice guy. Friendly, in fact, and very funny. Super funny. And super chill. How you going? Oh, God. Wait 1 second here, folks. He's actually really funny, I'm not going to lie. And he's not disrespecting the trooper because... Yep, c'est bon. C'est magnifique, c'est trop beau. Take it easy, guys, yeah? Oh, goodness me. Wow. Funny. Very funny. He was doing the kind of salt of the earth pose. Completely normal thing in his culture. Ooh, wow. Okay, I mean, it's 11:45. It feels like it's 12:45 at night, folks. Yesterday was a long day. This morning's been like mad. I think this trooper's already thinking to himself, I can't wait another 14 minutes until I'm done. Absolute madness, people, eh? Like, really, this morning. The other curious thing is I didn't film it because I did think to myself, it's a very unusual thing to see. There was some very heavy-duty military hardware being wheeled out. I don't think we got it on the camera. Look to my eye like gun cases. There's no way I could believe that they actually were, but very curious. Being wheeled out. I thought I would have gone with the troopers. Also seeing, it's not going to come, I don't think, this way. That massive box is the Oakley police horse transportation. Moving the police horses between different central London police stations that have stabling, obviously. Not all of them do. In fact, only a few of them do, to be honest. But really interesting, guys, that Pagan and a lovely family from New Zealand mentioned that they were taken aback by the humidity. This explains why a lot of people, just in the crowd like around me, really sweating this morning. I'm teeny bit struggling, but yeah, it's really unseasonably uncomfortable, guys. This should be at the end of June, not at the end of May. It's mind-bogglingly hot. Anyway, that was fun, but I am done, people. At least for the moment. I'll end it on a happy note because that was c'est super. But I'll be back soon, people. Bye for now, guys.